ideal village. Our ideal village is uncomplicated. It is a peaceful hamlet with hardworking people that is situated in the mountains. In our village, we try to limit the use of electronics or gadgets because they might make people lethargic and take away time from everyone. When you are engrossed in your gadgets, it's easy to forget about other people, which is why we try to limit our use of gadgets in our village. We concentrate more on agriculture, livelihood, and other variety of topics. Describe your village in terms of how it promotes. A. Peace and order. Peace and order is a state of harmony marked by the absence of violence, conflict behaviors, and the absence of the threat of violence. Peacewood's junior homework help is commonly interpreted as the absence of hatred and violence, but it can also refer to genuine attempts at reconciliation. First, it is given priority in community life. Second, the barangays are mandated to have their security measures. Third, barangay are to organize a tanod force to keep peace and order in the community. Fourth, the tanod brigade is to act as security officers of barangay. And lastly, the barangay councils are to listen to each side of the story before the declaration of who's at fault. B. Environmental care. In our village, agriculture has been a driving factor in the development of humankind. Many researchers developed many important farming techniques that allowed our society to thrive. One of these techniques developed was the wooden plow. This was an environmental friendly technique that allowed us to grow various crops, helping our fellows and not harming the environment. In our village, we plan to encourage people to practice proper waste disposal and recycling things for the betterment of our community.
Leadership and governance. The best leaders have a high consideration factor. They really care about their people. As stated, we want to have a safe community where the voices of the people can be heard. A community where different perspectives are embraced and accepted. In short, we want to have an interactive environment. We want to have a good leadership. We want to create strategic plans to achieve various community goals and also for the future of our community. Lastly, we want to ensure and build a healthy relationship within our village where everyone works together and support one another towards unity. Leadership is a critical ingredient of good governance. The village leader have duties and responsibilities, including leading community meetings, parceling out resources to members of the community, and overseeing events like marriage. And sometimes the leader may have ceremonial garments and props to use during these events. In a community, we need to have a leader that inspire members of society to pursue their dreams. Whenever there are activities aimed at uplifting the community, leaders are the ones who are ensuring their success. By getting involved in important causes, leaders influence others to do the same. Number 1, the community-friendly health policies. So under these policies is the no smoking laws, the health care and health insurance, the establishments of greenways, bike lanes, urban and rural walking, and bike trails. Number 2 is the Family and Community Welfare Program. This program is intended to assist disadvantaged families to develop their capability in defining needs and formulating solutions to bring about desired social changes. And number 3 is give opportunities to people who are unable to get a jobs and no pressuring in jobs. Unlimited vacation time is a concept that doesn't work for everyone. In some cases, employees can actually be discouraged from taking vacation time if there's no formal time off policy. However, we offer more flexibility by allowing employees to work from home once a week, taking every other Friday off, or letting them choose their own hours as long as work gets done. We also let employees work from home. Arrangements like this are generally accepted in our industry, but more small businesses are now adopting them as well. Food production and sustainability. We want to build a community food system in which sustainable food production, processing, distribution, and consumption are integrated to enhance the environmental, economic, and social and nutritional health of our village. It is a long-term goal toward which many communities are striving. Improve access by all community members to an adequate, affordable, nutritious diet. Supporting a stable base of family farms that use production practices that are less chemical and energy intensive and emphasize local inputs. Developing food and agriculture related businesses that create jobs, recirculate financial capital in the community, or in other ways, contribute to the community's economic development. Creating food and agriculture policies that promote local food production, processing, and consumption. And lastly, the family and social relationship. Relationships are an important source of social connection and social influence for individuals throughout their lives. That's why we want to improve this aspect. As basic and essential building blocks of societies, families have a crucial role in social development. They bear the primary responsibility for the education and socialization of children, as well as instilling values of citizenship and belonging in the society. In our village, we want to have team buildings and also a lot of activities to have an improved and healthier relationship toward one another. Healthy relationships lead to unity and peace in the community.
For a variety of reasons, the village where we live in is less ideal. Our village is plagued by crimes such as drug trafficking, and we just experienced a fire that resulted in the destruction of many homes. In addition, our hamlet is overcrowded, and the majority of the residents are disorganized and unruly. We had experienced extremely hot weather since there are less plants and trees in our village, and squatter houses are common in our area because individuals illegally occupy an unoccupied structure or empty property.
But beyond that, we find a lot of ways to make our village a better place. Number one, volunteer your time at local schools. Whether you have a school age child or not, children are the future of this world. Spend time helping them reach their potential by tutoring, mentoring, or taking part in an after school program. Number two, recognize the humanity of other people and respect their dignity. Consciously realize that the homeless man you pass on the street every day is in fact a man. Through choices of his own or circumstances out of his control, he end up in this situation, and that makes him no less human. Say hello and warmly greet him. Your greeting could bring healing to his heart and help heal the world one person at a time. Treat people as equals. no matter how you interpret their social standing. Number 3. Use less paper. Our forests are being cut down at an alarming rate. Conserve the trees by conserving paper. Send an email instead of a letter. Type directions into your cell phone instead of writing them down. And bring your own fabric shopping bags to the store. Number 4. Drive less. Even the use of hybrid vehicles contributes to carbon emissions, greenhouse gases, and reduced air quality. Take a moment to consider how you can use your personal vehicle less. You could carpool or take public transportation to work, walk to church, or bike to pick up a few things from the store and make the world a better place. Number 5. Conserve water. Taking long showers and letting the water run as you brush your teeth are indulgences that negatively impact our world. Try to limit your water usage by timing how long you have the water running and trying to beat the time the next time you turn on the faucet. Number 6. Donate to clean water charities. A large portion of the world is without fresh drinking water. Educate yourself about the drought epidemic and make the world a better place by donating to organizations and charities helping to fight against the lack of clean water around the globe. Your donation could result in the reduction of preventable water-related diseases. Number 7. Be generous. It's easy to be selfish with your time, money, and resources by getting caught up in our material-driven societal expectations. Try being generous and see how your life changes. Buy coffee for the person behind you in line at Starbucks. Read to children at your local library. Or simply stop and listen for the answer when you ask a friend how they're doing. Chances are that your generosity will energize you, and you'll feel less helpless about how to make the world a better place. The life we want to give for our future children is to grow up to be responsible citizens and good people. We want them to learn to feel, to think, and to act with respect for themselves and for other people. We want them to pursue their own well-being while also being considerate of the needs and feelings of others. We want them to recognize and honor the democratic principles upon which our country was founded. And lastly, we want them to develop strong character. On the other hand, if our children do not learn proper values and behavior when they are young, problems can develop. These problems can mushroom with serious consequence as children grow older by dropping schools, drug use, teenage pregnancy, violent crime, and so on. The most important thing we can do for our children is to help them acquire values and skills that they can rely on throughout their lives. In doing so, they will have the best chance to lead good lives as individuals and as citizens of our community.